Hey, good morning, guys. I hope you had an amazing weekend. And today we're gonna jump into the idea of how do we respond when we're surrounded by naysayers and people that are kind of putting us down. And so let's just jump in. We're going to be reading from Psalm chapter 4, verse 2. David writes, "How long, O men, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods?" And I kind of wanted to take this in a verse by verse, stance this week. We're going to do one or two, or it's going to be two verses. But with this one, what David's really doing is, and we can probably relate, I'm sure you can relate, is David has cried out to God, right? He has asked for God. He has wondered, why have you not responded, right? Are you even listening, right? And we remind ourselves that he always is listening, and the response is coming, and sometimes there's just things going on that we don't fully understand. Read the book of Daniel, it's pretty explanatory in there. But he's sitting there waiting, and David is being overwhelmed by a lot of naysayers, people that are in a sense saying, where's your God? And maybe you're in a position like that where you have prayed and you have sat there and people are kind of taunting you, and they may be saying, just deal with it yourself. If there's a situation, maybe you have a big decision to make with work, or maybe you want to take a step into your relationship. Maybe you want to ask your spouse to marry you. Maybe you are trying to figure out anything simple. I say simple, but in the sense of where your kids are going to go to school next year, or maybe a big move you're supposed to take, and you've been praying and asking God, what should I do? I need some wisdom and direction. And if you're still waiting, a lot of times people will say, you're a big boy, you're a big girl, just do it, right? And yes, there are times where we can just lean upon that, and I think that's okay. However, there is beauty in waiting on God. And so what would you do in the situation, or what should you do? My encouragement is to stand your ground in belief that God will answer and God will take care of you. And sometimes it takes a little longer than others, but I wouldn't give in to what people are trying to push you. Sometimes there's a lot of impulsiveness in our world. There's a lot of impulsiveness in just everyday life, and my encouragement is to wait on God. In Psalms it talks about that. I think in Psalm 41 somewhere it says, be still and know that I'm God. And so I would encourage you to reflect and meditate on that verse today, and for the situation, be still and know that your God is your God, and he will answer you, and you will know exactly what to do. So I love you guys. As always, subscribe at the bottom, click the bell for the alerts and the notifications, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing day.